Hello everybody and welcome. My name is Clint, aka the LINX guy. This is my first video coming to you today just to kind of give you a rundown of my history, why I got the LINX reflux management system, and how life is after getting it. So just to give you a brief history, I'm 27 years old. When I was 13 years old, I would be out to eat, or we would be having dinner at home, and I would notice that I would start getting full very quick and couldn't really continue eating my food at the moment. So I would pack my food up to go if I was out, or I would put it away, and then shortly after I'd be hungry again and I'd start to eat, and then I'd get full again, and this would just basically be how my life would start to go. And I realized that this was not normal, so went and saw a GI doctor. He first put me on Zantac, which progressed to Protonix, which progressed to Protonix and Zantac, and I got to the point where I was switching up medications because they would stop working. I would need basically I would need a PPI, but I would need to switch to a different one, and I would do that for a few months, and then I would start getting heartburn again, or stomach pain, or both, and I would switch, and then it would go away for a little bit, and I would play this game, and I did that for years to come. The first step, back in 2011, they did a Heidel scan, which basically they put you underneath a machine, they inject some sort of dye into you that goes into your organ area and allows them to see your gallbladder and how it's functioning. They numbered mine on the very first number that's considered dysfunctional. So they told me it would only get worse. I could either deal with the symptoms or get it removed. So after long thought, I went ahead and got it removed, and thought maybe this will solve my problems. So still continued to take the medication while I was healing, and I eventually tried to taper off of them, and that did not work out. Still had stomach pain, still throwing up bile, the whole nine. I mean, I'd end up in the ER with stomach pain, vomiting all day, couldn't stop vomiting bile. They would give me some sort of PPI, anti-nausea medication, gas medicine, all through IV, and then they would give me painkillers, and even sometimes send me home with painkillers too. And that ended up just being a ridiculous path because I would do that about 40 to 50 times. Went to see a new GI doctor, and he made me do a test. I think it was like a stomach study, and I would have this oatmeal that had some sort of nuclear stuff in it, and it would basically go through and highlight up inside of my stomach while it was digesting, and they would watch every 30 minutes. They would take pictures to look at where it was and what it was doing in the stomach. And after that test, they said that it was moving a little slow, but everything pretty much digested the way it's supposed to, just a little slower than normal. Ran some other test, like an upper GI, where they put you on this table, spin you around a bunch of different ways while you're drinking this paste, and it highlights inside of your esophageal area to see exactly what type of reflux you're having. And once they ran that test, they realized that my lower esophageal sphincter was not working correctly. I was having a lot of reflux, and we knew there was something that needed to be done because this was starting to affect my life every single day. At this point, I had one kid, and it was taking a lot of time away from me being in a good mood and able to always want to play and do stuff like that, to just always trying to figure out what was wrong with me, why I felt so bad. Was I gonna have to go to the hospital today? Was I gonna have to call out of work? So eventually I went back to the GI doctor, and we decided that I needed to go see a surgeon to basically get me off of these medications and give me something more stable that would actually help me and fix this problem. So once I saw the surgeon again who did my gallbladder removal, ended up deciding that the LINX management system was the new technology that was less invasive than a Nissan fundoplication. It essentially goes in, and they do it laparoscopically. They go in, they fix your hiatal hernia if you had one, which I did have one, and then they place these magnetic beads as a necklace around your esophagus where your sphincter is, and it basically is strong enough to where acid cannot come up, but also flexible enough to where the pressure of food going down is able to open it, and you're able to still eat, you're able to still vomit, you're able to still burp, and you don't have your stomach cut away and wrapped up, which will eventually fall down like you do in the Nissan Fund application. So you don't change the anatomy of the body, and you get the same, if not better, results in most cases. Now I am in a couple LINX support groups on Facebook. Some are complication groups, some are just general anti-reflux surgery groups, some are just specifically LINX groups, some are LINX versus Nissan versus TIF groups. But the majority of people are finding success, and then what you will find is the ones that aren't are usually more active within these groups. Like, you'll get a bunch of new users who are getting introduced to the device. They're about to have the surgery, or they just had their surgery, or they're thinking about the surgery. They'll have the surgery, their good results will, you know, change their life, and they'll never be heard from again. They just move on. The people that don't get the results they're looking for typically stick around, and so I'm actually coming back late, a year and 3 months later, to start making YouTube videos, because I did the same thing. I had my surgery, I had no reflux, I moved on with my life. I would like look in every now and then, comment every once in a while, but for the most part I just went on about my life. But I wanted to start making these videos to try to share my knowledge, answer any questions, just basically vlog what's going on with me, and be a voice for this surgery situation, whatever you want to call it, that has come up in my life, because I know it's going to come up in many more lives, and I know it already is affecting a lot of other lives, acid reflux in general. And I'm here to share how I dealt with mine and how my life has improved drastically. So if you like this video, give it a like, subscribe to this so you can see more. I plan on trying to put out at least a couple videos a week. And I'm going to go through a lot of the comments here in the groups and on this video, and any comments I can find about the LINX, whether it be a question or just a topic of discussion, and I'm going to make a video on it. And I want to start getting footage out to people who need to hear this stuff in a quicker fashion, or like to watch it in a video, or don't feel like reading through all the chat logs and all the comments and all the posts. This will make it much easier. So just follow this video, subscribe to the channel, and thank you all for watching, and good luck with everyone. And whatever you're dealing with, it will get fixed and it will get better, so don't give up. And this is the LINX guy signing out. Later, guys.